And welcome to Political Quickly, your political show that subjectively discusses political headlines in South Africa and all around the world. My name is Mapaseka Mura. It's currently Youth Month in South Africa, and not so much of a political headline, except the fact that I saw it fit that we discuss the purpose of this generation's group of young people's purpose. And before I dive into that, I just want to congratulate us on being the weirdest, the most bizarre, the most woke group of young people ever. We care about our passion. We care about the system and what it means for us and our future. And we care about entrepreneurship. And in terms of challenging that whole system situation, we are doing it that way. Yeah. So, with that being said, in the past 2 years, there's been this growing narrative that our youth as the purpose is to ensure free, quality, and decolonized education. And although it's a beautiful narrative, I think that our purpose is actually more grander, wider than that, in the sense that I believe that our purpose is to challenge the system that is very crooked. So this system that has ensured that South Africa is actually one of the most unequal societies on the planet. Now, I could go on and on about what the system is and its impact on us, but I feel like let's just jump into what we can do to solve the problem. I think there'll be two things that we realize when we embark on this journey. Number one, what Steve Biko once said is that the most potent weapon in the hand of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. And secondly, that chains of habits, they feel very light, but too heavy when they try to be removed. I think the first phase of this vision, it's not a plan, it's more a vision because it's not detailed. So the first part of it would be taking control of the media, and this is the most important one because if you can shape the way your people think, then you influence what they do. This is on the low key the cheapest because it's kind of sort of the cheapest, not considering data, because we can do this through the media via blogging, via creating shows on whatever platform. The second phase would be business and economics. And this is where I don't like this narrative that we need to build small businesses and that's what fuels the economy. So what's stopping us from building multinational corporations? That kind of hurts my liver in a way. So imagine we build multinational corporations and we inject the profits into things like free, quality, decolonized education. The third part of the situation would be politics. So we occupy influential political occupations. And this is where we get to create institutions and laws that are cooperative to the emancipation of this economic slavery. Yeah. So I think that's sort of a roadmap to where would be headed in terms of ridding of the system that is not very good, in my opinion. Well, in other news, Helen Zille has been suspended pending her disciplinary hearing. The ANC could not help themselves. They decided to cause some spice in the sense that they made a comment that, you know what, suspending her is not enough. You must just expel her. I'll be honest and say I would actually never vote for the DA. If you're going to build a political party or run in the elections based on true racial integration, then maybe you should make sure that your party has a common purpose. Make sure that everybody's headed in that very same direction. I don't know, maybe you're not. And in terms of the ANC, maybe you should mind your own situations. I mean, hypocritical much in the sense that there's that person that you need to ensure is not only suspended but completely, rid of that other person. Anyways, on international news, however, Donald Trump, one of my favorite people on this planet, He's so entertaining. He tweeted a few days ago that despite the media's negative kofefe, people thought this was a typo, except Sean Spicer, his press secretary, said, well, no, actually, the president and a few group of people know exactly what that means. And no, it sounds like Russian word for World War III, maybe. Who knows? Donald Trump, we love you. You're amazing. Well, guys, stay well, be happy. I love you a lot. Go out there and make all the difference that you want, regardless of what anybody says, as long as you